Hello, David Risley here with another quick video blog evaluation of withoutbeingcrushed.com. And this one looks like it's coming in from Chris. And he didn't really have any specific questions for me. Basically, I'm just going to get some general feedback about the blog. Now, the first thing is that the blog you need to get rid of a sidebar. You've got two sidebars in here, both of which are very like thick, and look at the width of your content. I mean, this is like whoa. And let me, if I click on one of your posts. Yeah, I mean it's really narrow, and you just like over half of your site is taken up by these sidebars. So guess what? Ditch one. You only need one sidebar. You've got stuff on here which isn't even necessary. I think your list is necessary, although we really need to up the ante on your opt-in as far as giving something away and giving them a reason to be on your list. Just weekly updates. I mean, in this day and age, people just don't really give a crap about things like that. So give them something compelling to get on the list. Meta, what's the point in that? That's just default WordPress stuff right there. So get rid of that. Archives, nobody cares about these. Nobody navigates blogs using monthly archives. So anybody watching this video who has this widget, get rid of it today. It's pointless. This is some kind of a blog roll. I'd get rid of this. Networked blogs, get rid of it. And the ad, well, if that's the way you want to make money, that's fine. But look at how it's showing you a public service ad, which tells me that this thing is not being indexed or something's wrong here, because otherwise you'd be getting something more relevant than that. This is not paying you anything. It's just a PSA. So, are you running I mean, how are we getting this thing into Google? Well, I don't want to show a bunch of Greek here on screen, but go and get the all-in-one SEO plugin for WordPress. Unless you're using like Thesis or something that might have some SEO built in. I'm not sure what you're using here. And get the XML Sitemaps plugin, the Google XML Sitemaps plugin, and then go and get the sitemap set up and over on the on Google with their Webmaster Tools system. If you don't know how to do any of that, then just search Google for it. Search for Google XML Sitemaps, and it will give you the information on the WordPress plugin, and you can take it from there. But I'm not sure if you're even in Google right now. Otherwise, I'm just like, you're getting public service ads here for some reason. Now, get rid of this network blogs thing, like I said, but put instead a Facebook thing, because network, I don't even know what this network blogs things are, but I think just send them directly to Facebook. It's a better use of your time. The other thing too was what you're calling this, how to crush without being crushed. Now, I can only tell you from my first reaction to that word crush is that you're talking about relationships. You're talking about having a crush on somebody, like a childhood crush type of thing. But yet when I look at your content, it's more like motivational, personal development type things, 5 ways to deal with your negative self. It doesn't seem to have anything to do with relationships. So I'm a little bit missing the connection there. Now, I'm not your target audience, so keep that in mind. But that's just the way it strikes me, is I'm not exactly sure what the connection is there with your content. Let's see. What's this all about? This top menu link is very easy to miss. So I would bold that, make it much more hefty, give it some color, something to make it stand out, because I hardly saw that. And not only that, don't get smart about your title. Just say about instead of what's this all about, okay? Now, if we look in here, it says in a nutshell, that's fine. I like the fact that you got some testimonials on your About page. You don't see that super often, so that's a good idea. Some history. Okay, that's fine. I think the big thing here is you might want to go to my blog and search for a post that I wrote on how to write About pages and go through those criteria. I think one of the big ones that you might be missing here is the what's in it for me criteria. Instead of just saying, what's this all about? From your point of view, let's start translating this into benefits. What is this site going to accomplish for a reader? Realize that somebody is coming into the site for the first time. They don't know what it's about yet. They're just going to see if you post here. They're probably not going to see this top menu because it's so faded. It's hard to see. And you also don't want the site to be like too vague. You want them to come here and like, oh, I can get this out of this site, and then that can entice them to subscribe if they are your target audience. Faith plays a role. It's interesting. On your home page, I only see like 4 or 5 posts, but the one that actually has comments is one like this: 5 ways to deal with your negative self. Now, here's the lesson in that. You're showing them ways to do something, how to accomplish something, some problem that they have. It's a definitive headline with a benefit that's just implied in that headline. Now, if we look at the other ones, like the world on your shoulders, means nothing. Faith plays a role, means nothing. I mean, just go right on down the line. So, I mean, I'm just looking at the post that you have on your home page, and the one that gets comments is the one that actually has an implied like doingness to it. Like, oh, I was just going to show me how to do something. Not only that, it's specific with 5 ways. There's a reason why you see these types of headlines a lot, because they work. So start using those more. More, thanks for dropping by. Yeah, nobody cares about this. So thin up your footer. I mean, you're putting stuff on here and not really thinking about why it's there. Share sale. Okay, so it's an affiliate link to some theme that you're using. That's fine. Excuse me. All right, so I'm not going to get too in depth. Hopefully I gave you some basic advice to get this blog heading in a better direction. And if you have any more specific questions for me, feel free to shoot me an email. All right, talk to you soon.